welcome back to the Midnight Hour Podcast. This is season 2, episode 1, and very excited because we have a lot on the docket here. Let me just read you the docket real quick. Okay, so we have our mini segment, which is Midnight Hour News. So if there's any news considering Midnight Hour, just that.
Yeah.
Then we have our sports segment, our gaming segment, a segment that might not be in every episode, but when it does, it's going to have some juicy things in it, which is our tech segment. Segment 3, pop-up segment isn't really a segment, so we're not counting it as segment 3. Segment 3 will be movies and TV shows. Segment 4 will be music. And then we'll have a special segment at the end of the episode. It'll be the meat of the episode, essentially. No Diddy. But, you know.
Did not need to be said on that. Whatever.
Nah, I did. Okay, yeah.
So, new setup, as you can see.
Yes, and we're using a template. It looks beautiful. It looks way better than our Google Meet because let's talk about this issue that we had real quick.
I mean, Google Meet was like an easy starter. It was a good starter for us.
But there was kind of an
It was
issue
a
we
flaw.
had where there was an issue where we couldn't use our headsets essentially. I could use mine because it was wireless, but if you had a wired headset that had a microphone on it attached to it,
no, it was
well, it
if
wasn't
you
that
had a
wireless. It was if
mic.
you
I
had a
didn't
mic
know.
attached.
Well, I didn't think about it until this season. I think I probably could have done it last season, but I didn't think about that last season.
If you had one that had a mic attached, you could only use either that mic.
Well, that was
an external.
Oh,
mic. So
yeah,
I'd
because
say
it picked
both of
up-
our quadcasts.
No, because that was for you. OBS didn't pick up my audio through Google Meet. OBS picked it up through OBS.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so but now because we're doing this setup, we're actually using Discord to actually talk to each other and then recording individually with OBS. It completely eliminates that issue, so we are able to do whatever we want with it, and that is really nice.
So,
all right, do you want to start?
actual news and not facts about our recording process. The season will be 8 episodes again.
Yes.
Get that down. No more, no less, like last time where we said
we will have guests. However,
We'll
we
have
don't
guests.
exactly know which one we are going to have them on, and we don't actually have a guarantee that because obviously we rely on
people
other
who
people's
signed the
schedules.
form. I know you're listening most likely. If you wanted to be a guest, we will get back to you eventually. And you are first in line to get that guest spot.
Yes. You want to jump into sports now?
Trying to think.
Okay, so
Oh,
guess we
the
could
season
talk
finale
about-
this season we're going to try to make in person.
Yes, this is another thing that is probably going to happen. Hopefully, it actually does happen because we said that about last season. It didn't really work out so well. So hopefully, we could get that done this season. But let's jump into sports. So one thing I really wanted to talk about was Mbappe's performance at Real Madrid because he has actually been pretty good. I say anything after like a month ago, because in October we had El Clasico. He was complete shit. He was just scoring offside goals just so much, and I was not very happy with his performance in that match. And that specifically is the match that a lot of people are talking about and basing his whole performance at the club off of, which I don't really agree with. But I wasn't impressed with him at the beginning of the season. He had a few special moments, but he was not very consistent with his performances. He's starting to level that consistency out to a pretty good level.
I think it was a feeling out process more, though, because I think League A, you have to remember, he's been playing in League A1 for a couple of years now, so...
Yeah,
he's been it was a feeling out process because really the competition he plays, even in the World Cup, if you look at it, he's not playing constant. He's not playing constantly good teams. Now that
but when he does, he performs.
Now he's in
Morocco,
arguably
Argentina,
arguably the best league. He is now going. He is now performing. With people who are closer to his level than at League A1. Because everybody who was close to his level at League A1 was on his team.
Yeah, that's the thing. So like at Barcelona, you have people like Lamine Yamal, you have people like Lewandowski, Rafinha. So those people are competing at his level. Currently, I wouldn't say all time. Maybe Lewandowski
And then
it's still iffy because I don't think Lewandowski is better than Mbappe.
And then all Ligue 1 had going for them is Ligue 1 had Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar all at PSG.
Which are obviously not at PSG anymore. None of them are. But
yeah, Neymar's in Saudi, Messi's in America, and
Mbappe's in Spain.
So yeah.
So yeah, I think a performance at the FIFA Intercontinental Cup was impressive. He scored a goal, obviously, in that game. He's starting to get his flashiness back. He's starting to score more goals outside the box. Yeah. I think he's had like 2 in the last month, which is very impressive. He had one against, I think it was Las Palmas a few months ago. But that was a very nice goal. He's really picking it up, the pace and the goals. He's got 13 and 14 this season in league and La Liga, so that's nice. It's really good for the team. He seems to be fitting in with Vinicius Jr. really well now. They were not doing so well at the beginning of the season, relationship wise, as like a teammate, and also just not like playing together very well. So it seems like that is a leveling out. Anyway, moving on from Mbappe, I guess we can talk about the NBA.
There's not much like. I haven't been paying attention this year as much as.
Let's just look at those NBA standings right now.
While he's doing that, I'll talk about college football, which he's not very inclined on. So we haven't gone since playoff bracketing. There was a lot of controversy in who got in, who should have gotten in, who should have gotten in, who shouldn't have gotten in, and how the bowl game should work. The big thing is I think personally I believe that the top 2 should get a first round bye, and then it should be the others play. I think having 5 teams automatically make the playoffs because of bowl games, even Clemson, who was number 16 ranked team-wise, but because they beat SMU, who got blown out by Penn State in their playoff game in the conference championship, they got in. But just because they made the conference championship doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean there's just competition issues there. And now we have the playoff games that you can go check. That I'll talk about a little later in the next episode, but that's just my opinion. Have you gotten your NBA information yet?
Yeah, so the Eastern Conference, number 1. I'm only going to name the top 5 teams because honestly, I mean, I'm going to name our like favorite teams, obviously, but my team's in the top 2. So Cavaliers, number 1, 27-4, pretty good.
Best Cavs have been since LeBron.
I know, right? It's impressive. We ended their 15-game win streak, though, so I mean, kind of says a little bit more about them than it does about us. Celtics, obviously my team, 23-9, pretty respectable, honestly. Almost neck and neck with the Knicks, though, so that puts us at a slight disadvantage. Probably not going to catch up to the Cavaliers, if I had to guess. Anyway,
there's still some season left.
Yeah, it's true. There is. Western Conference, Thunder number 1, Grizzlies number 2, Rockets number 3. Mavs right under, and Lakers right under Mavs in 5. And Suns in 11th.
That would be my team.
They have fallen far. Because I remember in like the 22
Well, no, our division's just always bouncy. It's whoever's on top of the division. It's just, everybody will be at the top of the division at some point in the season.
You know what's kind of interesting? Some of these teams are like in the reverse of where they were last season. That's like the
Suns were in the number 1 spot. Every team in our division's been at number 1 at some point in the season.
Yeah.
So it's real.
The Lakers.
It's too early. Yes, the Lakers are number 1 right now.
No, they aren't.
Hmm.
They're not the number 1
in our division, not conference. We're not talking to conference.
Oh, okay.
In the division.
Oh, in the division, yeah.
But the division tells how far. The wild card, you can only get so high in the league rankings. You have to be on top of the division to get that. I don't know how many divisions there are off the top of my head.
Oh, weird. The 23.
Did we talk? Where was our last episode during the World Series? By the way, by any chance?
Yes, we talked about the Dodgers winning the World
Series.
Okay.
Champions League.
Champions League.
Champions League,
I do want to look.
It's a little early, but you can talk about that.
I just want to look at the Champions League standing because obviously we have the new format. That's basically just like the Super League.
Do you want me to talk about this next thing while you're looking at that?
Nah, I found out.
Okay.
I'm just gonna talk about this real quick. Liverpool is in number 1. Barcelona is in number 2.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Arsenal's in number 3.
Okay.
Leverkusen is number 4, which is that is surprising. Then we got Aston Villa in number 5.
Really?
Inter in number 6. Brest in number 7. We're not gonna do a CBS Sports Golazo, okay? I love that show so much, but we're not gonna get into the whole this team, okay? Lille in 8th, which is kind of crazy. Dortmund in 9, Bayern in 10, and Real Madrid. You guys are all wondering where they are. They're at 20. We're not in the relegation zone.
Yeah.
So that's good.
I mean,
that's good.
It's just looking rough.
It is looking rough. You know why? Because we were shit at the beginning of the season. Mbappe was shit. Vinny was the only one carrying.
You know what helps?
Carvalho.
You know what? How we should win the Champions League?
How?
By signing Harry Maguire.
Bruh, this guy. He's actually not that bad. Like, people give him too much shit for actually what he is. You know.
He would beat all of them.
Upcoming matches. Madrid play.
Max Verstappen won his another world championship. I don't know what number this is now, but he did just win his.
Is it 8?
I think 3rd world championship now.
Stupid. Okay, is that
okay. I can't give much information. It's kind of hard to talk about F1 racing.
It's kind of hard to talk about the next one too. I just put it in there because it was kind of funny. I just wanted to say.
Whatever. We're not going to talk about that. Just go to the next one. John Jones has returned to the octagon for the first time in I think it's 2 years. Last month.
2 years.
I think it's been 2 years since he. Yeah, because and
then he beat Stipe Miocic.
It was. He beat Stipe with a interesting body kick to say the least. I mean, it was nasty.
It was very, very entertaining.
It was a decent fight, but Stipe just couldn't move.
No, it seemed like something was wrong with him. Like,
I mean, I think there's a little bit of age factor in there, and I think he knew it too. Oh, we didn't talk about this either because we were already done. Tyson versus Paul.
Pretty sure we.
Nope, that was in November, and we didn't talk about it.
That was in October.
It was in November.
Are you sure?
Because it was the week before John Jones versus Stipe.
No, you're right. You're right. Rigged.
It was it's rigged. It's questionable why Tyson would put himself in a position where he is basically ruining his legacy to go in and fight someone who he doesn't need to. He has nothing to prove. He should just... Honestly, if I was Tyson, both gloves down. He has nothing left to prove, and he's not... It's just a bunch of gimmick fights now.
Yeah, you're right. It is, indeed. I just don't understand.
They're making him... They're making one of the baddest men on the planet look like...
a child?
A child, yeah. And now I'm going to guarantee you this one's rigged too, which I don't like that he accepted it. McGregor versus Logan Paul.
This is Paul, yeah. I know. I hope that it's not.
I hope it's not because I don't think the Paul Brothers boxing company is like where they pay the people. I don't think I think an actual league is paying them.
I hope that if it's not rigged, that Conor McGregor actually kills Logan Paul.
I'm not as bad with Logan as I am with Jake, because I think Logan's a lot more in his place than Jake is.
Yeah, he literally said to Mike Tyson, "I would kill you." In his place?
Because
my ass. How was he in his place?
Because I think Logan... You have to remember, Logan's young, but I think when it comes to, like, real-time stuff that isn't, like, for entertainment factor, because we know that whole segment was scripted. That whole ending piece is probably scripted.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He probably already has that fight in line and was told what the money is to fight Logan before that.
Yeah.
If I had to take a guess, but that's just me. Let's finish up the sports section with something big that some people are going to know, some people aren't. Alexander Ovechkin is only now 25 goals from breaking Gretzky's record. He has had 2 games back off of injury with 2 goals. So he's still coming back strong and hoping he takes that record as a Capitals fan. Let's see if he can do it. I'll see if he can do it by the end of the season, but he's getting there. He should I think he'll get it by the end of the season, but if not, early next season. It's probably what we're looking at. That's a wrap on the sports section, I believe. Let's move on to gaming.
I guess we can talk about Fortnite. We got the OG Fortnite. It's pretty good. I like it a lot. But listen, they brought back the OG sounds. They brought back the OG graphics.
Look, that's
OG designs for the weapons.
That's fun and all.
That's insane, bro.
I can't bring myself to enjoy that game anymore.
I love it. I'm not gonna play it every day. I mean, it's not a play every day kind of game for me. I play a lot of single player co-op games now, or like just.
Speaking of single player co-op games,
I love it.
The new Elder Scrolls should be out either this year or next year. Well, this year being 2025, next year being 2026.
Oh, geez, we got GTA 6.
I mean, we're like a day.
This next year, bro.
Yep. We're coming up on a big year for everything. We can get more into that.
Imagine we played that on stream.
I'm going to try to enjoy it on my own before doing anything else.
Oh, come on, Gavin. We should do a first reaction on stream.
I don't like doing that. I like having a reaction and then going. Other than if for story games. For story games, like, say I'm that Spider-Man series, I don't like that I played it before. Because I like pure reaction.
It kind of ruins it.
I like pure reaction for story games. For like GTA 6, which I'll most likely play online first. And then I'll probably play... I don't know. I might play through the story first time on video. I'll probably do a video series for that. I don't want to do a set... Or I'll do a set of streams and then record it and then start. I don't know. I'll figure out how I'm doing that. I think if you're a fan of horror games, the second season of Fears Fathom should be this year too. Should start this year.
Like, what do we have to talk about with BO6? Because you put it on the docket, but like
BO6, I mean, we didn't really talk about it the last time, so just about everything. I mean, we kind of very briefly touched on it, but it was our last episode, so we kind of went off a little bit.
I really like it. I think it's one of the best CODs we've had in a long time. I really like the camo grind. I got Dark Matter, obviously. You know, I had to do it. I had to do it.
I think
I had to do it.
I think there's some imbalance issues with matchmaking. First off, it's a big one that I think there's a lot of imbalance on, because one game you're playing the worst players of the game, the next time you're playing the FaZe players. So I think there's some imbalancing right there. It's just interesting to see. I mean, I think there's just some things that could be better there.
I agree with that. I think that's true, yeah.
I think to top it off before the end, we need at least one more, maybe 2 more zombies maps. Arguably, I mean, we have 3. I would like the Black Ops ways to keep going, where there's like, other than Cold War ruined the trend. I want them to bring back the trend of having like 6 or 7 maps in Black Ops like they used to.
I really need them to bring back Raid. Come on, bro. Bring back Raid and Black Ops 6. And also bring back Firing Range.
They should, for zombies, I wish they brought back Moon. Moon is the one that I want them to do again.
I want Nuketown
from BO3.
Yeah. Nuketown Zombies would be fire.
What is the one that they said probably will come back? That's
II?
like in the diner. What is that one? What is that map called?
Are you talking about Transit?
Yeah, that one.
That's not a diner.
And that's where my mind went. You obviously knew what I was talking about, so I was close.
Yeah. Zombies maps. I'm trying to think of that one map from yeah. The Final Lake. Okay, that one is the one specifically that I was thinking of.
I actually haven't gotten around to play the campaign yet.
For World War II?
For BO6.
Oh, for BO6, the Interval, yeah.
I've been waiting to play it on stream, but I started A Fears to Fathom with the original season, and now I'm going to get that done before I think about anything of doing campaigns or anything on stream.
Yeah. Okay, I guess we're done with BO6, honestly, guys.
We can do Game Awards stuff, because that would just happen. I mean, that's still a little fresh. I mean, a little bit less controversy on the winner. I mean, still controversy, but it's a little bit less than last year's Game Awards controversy.
Baldur's Gate was an absolute robbery.
I don't know. I played Baldur's Gate. It's not exactly, I wouldn't say robbery, because it is the type of game that they are going to give the Game Award to, which it's the game that normally gets the Game Award. I think Baldur's Gate 3 was a great game in a lot of aspects by looking at it. I mean, I only played it briefly, but I think it is a good game. I think there's better options, but it was a good game. Now, this year, there wasn't anything crazy, so Astrobot doesn't actually upset me as much.
No, it doesn't. You're right. You're right about that.
There's not much I can say that I can say is better. Black Myth Wukong is the only thing I could even say.
Yeah, honestly, there wasn't enough story games that came out this year for me to actually really.
Next year, if I had to take a guess, GTA 6 blows out the charts, but
absolutely, it's going to be the highest selling game of all time. It's going to be the most
that also depends, though. It might have a competitor depending on what with what they do with the Elder Scrolls.
Nah, but nothing is gonna beat Skyrim in terms of quality.
Yeah, but that's not.
Skyrim was.
You never know though. You never know what they have up their sleeve.
No, but you can't beat Skyrim. I'm sorry, you can't beat Skyrim.
Yeah, they say that about a lot.
When I'm talking about my favorite games, the games that I love the most are the ones that are most immersed in the world, and I feel like I'm a part of it the most. And the ones that I think that come to me the most when I think about that is GTA 5. Cyberpunk 2077.
I think Fallout has a good aspect of immersing you.
Fallout is a good one. I feel like Skyrim's not as immersive as Fallout is. I don't know.
Fallout actually gets you feeling for some things. Especially Fallout.
That's what I'm talking about with Cyberpunk 2077. I've never played a game that's maybe actually feel more immersive.
Especially I don't even mean that. It's Fallout. Is it Fallout 4? The new one? I'm trying to think. My mind's blanking. It's Fallout
76?
No, I mean the one that's the newest story one. Is it 4?
I think
or is it 5?
There's no 5.
This is horrible. This is horrible. My mind is blanking, and this is one of my favorite games of all time. We're gonna go. Yeah, Fallout 4. I got that in my mind now. Fallout 4. You had hearing the story and everything gets you feeling some type of empathy for the dude. I mean,
yeah, it does.
Or the girl, depending on what you choose to play as. But
it kind of those type of games kind of make me like this kind of futuristic games. Like Cyberpunk and Fallout are kind of on the same lines of a little bit, not so much but you know what I mean. They fall under a little bit of a similar line.
Yep.
Right. And those are some of the most immersive games to me. I think that GTA 5 has to be a runner-up, but it's just it doesn't feel the same way as those two for me, I think.
So, what's it called? I'm trying to think of, my mind's blanking. Oh, Elden Ring's new co-op game got announced. It's going to be set in the same world, but apparently it's going to have the Dark Souls bosses too incorporated with it, which should be interesting.
Is that all for gaming?
I think Subnautica 2 is next year too. I think that's about it.
Honestly, we're looking at 25 minutes right now, which is actually fine with me. We'll just run through the tech really quickly because it's not really like a long.
This is a you thing. Anyway, I haven't gotten into tech.
Yeah, it's a me thing. Okay, so we have RTX 5000 series GPUs from NVIDIA, obviously coming out probably like next week or the other week after that. And it is outrageous what they're doing. I mean, they are using GDDR7 RAM, but still, we're only looking at 8 gigabytes of RAM for the 5060 and 5060 Ti, 12 for the 5070 and 5070 Ti, and 16 for the 5080. For the 5090, we're looking at 32 gigabytes of GDDR7, which is insane because, so the thing is with GDDR7 is that it's basically a lot faster than GDDR6. So you can use the same amount of VRAM, but it'll still be a lot faster. It's not going to be like a similar performance kind of thing. And then we have, I'm just going to move on from NVIDIA, but we're looking at crazy prices, of course, as always with NVIDIA, with their GPUs. Then we're looking at 9000 series GPUs from AMD, which is kind of weird because it was supposed to be 8000. They changed it to 9000. And the rumor has it they're changing their naming scheme to basically what NVIDIA has. So instead of having a 9700 XT or a 9800 XT, 9900 XTX, or they're not going to do a 9900 XT or 9800 XT. They're only doing up to the 7. So they're going to have a 9070 XT, a 9060 XT, maybe a 9050 XT. We don't really know. So yeah,
I mean that doesn't really change like the naming. The naming doesn't really change the product.
Well, it does because it goes from 97.
Well, no, I mean like the naming doesn't change what the product actually is, but
no, but it's like something weird. Like I don't really know why they would do something like that. Anyway, that's all the news I have for AMD's GPUs. Apple discontinuing the Vision Pro.
We already talked about this.
Wow.
You can get into it.
No, I swear we didn't.
Well, they're discontinuing the Vision Pro 1. They're nowhere close to done with the VR concept, though, because I think they already are modeling a Apple Vision Pro
that's
Gen 2.
Not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about they're like doing away with Vision OS next year.
Well, no, so they're discontinuing that, but whatever his face is who runs it now, who runs Apple now, announced that he is nowhere, the company is nowhere close to done with VR. They're just done with the Vision Pro.
The Vision Pro was a big flop.
Well, the Vision Pro wasn't a flop. It's a great headset. It's just,
I know, but like
the money that they're asking.
It doesn't really have a purpose though.
It does. It's a utility. It's a utility AR/VR headset, where a Quest is a gaming VR AR headset.
Listen, so the thing is with that is people were talking about how it's like supposed to be like a workstation thing, but like it can be used for that, but it's not very good at that.
It's not because it's their first model. Again.
I know.
Do you think the iPhone? Look at the iPhone 1 to the iPhone 18, the iPhone 16.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good point. But like,
it's first generation.
That was like, I know, but that was the first like spark of smartphones. This is a VR headset. This is a concept that's existed for. Like
yes, but they're trying to take a VR and make it
it's
big.
Existed longer than that, but
they're trying to make. They're trying to do what. They're trying to do what PlayStation did from Pong to PlayStation to like a PS5. Revolutionary.
But it's not the same thing though.
Or what
we have a base of tech though, and they're not really like building off of that. They're trying to create something completely new, which is like it didn't do very well because they didn't put enough thought into it.
Again, I think we will see either a Vision Pro Gen 2 in the next couple years, or we will see a new name, new designed utility VR AR headset in the next 10 years by Apple.
Hopefully it's more convenient to use though. Anyway, moving on from tech. We can go to movies now. This is just a really quick segment or nothing really.
Movies is not that quick. I have a lot I could talk about. It's just more of...
I would rather not go into Squid Game season 2 because we just came out, so some people might.
Well, we can just do a non-spoiler review.
It's really hard to not spoil that show, Kevin.
No, it's just a review. Just do a little mini review of.
Okay,
I have an
really
idea.
Liked it. It was really good. But it's not season 1. It's not season 1.
Well, nothing is season 1. I think I would give it a solid. Let's do this on the tomato meter. I'll give it a. If I had
78%.
If I had to give it the tomato meter, the first season got a 94%. 94, 93. I would give season 2 probably an 84, 85.
I'm giving it a 78.
Cause 78. We'll get back to that. Let's depending on
one thing I really want to talk about is this Terrifier 3 coming out on Blu-ray, as you can see.
I mean,
this is the
there's not edition. Much. I was about to say there's not much other than like that we can talk about Terrifier 3. We dumped it all onto our review episode.
It's very cool. Okay, I watched it many times because obviously it was Christmas and gotta watch a Christmas movie around Christmas, and this is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Okay. Stranger Things 5 just wrapped filming. Confirm now this year, right? At this point. They wrapped filming probably about 2 weeks ago.
It was less than 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
It was like 2 weeks. I'm gonna go with 2 weeks. It was probably less than that, but I'm gonna go with 2 weeks because I don't want to look at that right now. I don't like typing on.
Okay. Anyway, we're gonna get on to our like small music segment and then our big music segment.
Hold.
Subject of like what we're talking about today.
I have some stuff I want to talk about. Cobra Kai, season 6 is about then, but this isn't the big one. Cobra Kai actually is about then. That's not the big one either. But so February 2025 is when part 3 of the final season releases, which is the final part. So that'll be over. Another, not the big one. I'm gonna say the big one for last. I'll tell you when that is. Well, not really a big one, but it's something important to me. So season 3 of Squid Game will release. This isn't a big one, but season 3 will release next year. And then a kind of big one is after Cobra Kai, they are releasing Karate Kid Legends, which is a movie with both Daniel LaRusso and Jackie Chan's Mr. Han, which is basically, if you watch the 2010 Karate Kid, it's that version of Mr. Miyagi. Which should be really cool because I think that's going to be, it looks like a good cast, and I think it should be a good one. Now, besides one of the main, not really, is I am making my own movie now that I can announce this. I think I said that I was working on something that I couldn't tell you. Now I can because I've announced it officially. I will be making my own movie. Coming probably 2026. It is a sequel of a horrible movie that you can go find on my YouTube channel.
Okay, anyway, music segment now?
Yep. Just need to finish off. Just need to finish off with that, RJ.
Yeah, so we're not gonna actually like go super deep into this because like none of this stuff is like I don't think we really need to go into.
Well, I think that last one we probably can, but give it a second. Chromacopia.
I don't think we should go. I think we should do album reviews of both of these in the next episode. I would love to do that.
Chromacopia, good album. Tyler.
No, I think it's a great album. There's like two. There's
Tyler,
like two
Tyler,
skips,
of course.
maybe 2 skips.
Tyler, the creator. Or as my Amazon thing says, if I say her name, she's gonna go well. Tyler, the creator.
So for me,
that
this
long
album,
pause included.
Just give it an out of 10. Just give it an out of 10.
9.
8.5.
9. I'm gonna go with 9.
Okay, anyway, all right. Let's just move on to GNX. We're gonna do quick fire reviews of these real quick. Maybe we'll do like an
9.5
like review. 9.
9.5. 9.5. I'll give it a solid 9.
Okay, I'm just gonna go into this real quick. Travis Scott snippets. We got some Travis Scott snippets from Playboi Carti's new album, and we got a couple other ones like the Boston snippet. You guys can listen to on SoundCloud or YouTube. It's a really good snippet. He's like, "Hey, Dave, rose from the ground, jumping in my world right now." It is just very, very beautiful bars from Travis. Great production. It feels like Mafia or like Cinderella from We Don't Trust You.
Okay. Do we want to go?
We can talk about. I don't think we should. I think we should save this one.
I think
because like
I think it's something to talk about though, because I think it's something we could talk about.
I would love to do. Listen, no, I would love to do album reviews.
Well, it's not an album review. That last thing is news.
Yeah, I know. But okay, all right. Well, we're just gonna talk about it quickly. We're not gonna go like a 5.
Well, there's not exactly that much we know about it yet.
Say it.
So Eminem posted, "I need to make an album with 50 Cent or something in that range." And then what's really interesting now is 50 Cent has answered saying, "I guess I will be back in the booth after all," which means I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Okay, let's move on. So this is a special segment, which is like actually
and this will be our rap
segment.
So this will be our
music. Rap. So our special segment is about music.
It's gonna be music, but it's gonna be different than what we were talking about before. This is more Grammy related and like people.
No, it's not even about like. It's just about like what type of music do you actually?
It's like? Grammy related, and then it's our choice. I think hold up, I'll tell you.
I think we should start off with like a ranking thing. We'll do the Grammys thing last.
I think favorite albums. I think we should do favorite albums. Yeah, let's do favorite albums all.
We'll do favorite albums first. Then we'll do favorite artists.
This one.
Then we'll do who should win the Grammys. Then we'll do hot takes at the end.
This is This one is kind of I mean like.
This one's easy for me.
Favorite albums of all time.
This one's easy for me. Yes, of all time.
I can't put these in order, so I'm just going to not try to do that.
I can put them in order. Easy.
So I have to start off because they've been one of my favorite bands forever. Evolve. Imagine Dragons, one of their albums is always going to be up there no matter how much I listen to it or not anymore, but that will always be up there.
Okay. That's a good pick.
I'm trying to think. Almost every Johnny Cash album is in there somewhere.
Nah, just a top 5. Just a top 5.
But I don't know where, so I'm not gonna. Because I can't name everyone off the top of my head. Do greatest hit albums count?
No.
Okay. Favorite albums. What You See Ain't What You Get by Luke Combs or What You See Isn't Always What You Get. Which is deluxe edition. I just can't call something like that. Trying to think. This one's tough. Yeah, this one's a little tougher than some of them. Trying to think. You do your top 5 while I think of my last 2.
Yeah, this was a little bit tough for me. I'm just gonna knock down number 1 and number 2 spots. Astro World's number 1. He's gonna hate me for it, but Travis Scott is always gonna be my favorite artist.
I can't change who your favorite artist is.
Die Hard. No, I know, but I just know you're not gonna like it.
Die Hard, not a Christmas movie.
Okay, I wasn't mentioning Die Hard the movie, but I'm a Die Hard Travis Scott fan. I don't think he's made a bad song. I think he's maybe.
By the way, I think we need to do that discussion in a movie session next, and an episode in the future. I feel like that could be in it.
So, I think Astro World's number 1 for me. Like, people are getting mad at me, like, "Oh, Rodeo's better." I don't know. I think Because like I both have no skips on both of those albums. I'll listen to every song back to back, no skip at all. But I think Astro World just slightly edges it out for me. I don't know. I really like that era of Travis's music. Number two is gonna be Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar. This is another one of those albums where I can't really skip a song. They're all so good. I mean, I really like the start off track, Shireen, aka Master Splinter's daughter. Really good track. Obviously, everyone's gonna mention Money Trees and
Master Splinter, the little rat from.
Yes, that's the one.
The little rat.
But that's a great song. That's honestly one of my favorite songs off the album. I think the production and the lyricism on that song is beautiful. But it's just a great album. If I had to name my favorite song off of both of them, I'm probably gonna say Swimming. See, that's where it gets tricky. I'm gonna go Swimming Pools for Good Kid, Mad City. It's just a vibe song. Okay, it's just a vibe song. And then for Astro World, it's between Skeletons, He's to Fornication, and
What do you say? What do you say on that last one?
For Astro World, it's either Houston Fornication, Skeletons, or see, it's difficult because like if I had to put my top three, it's like between like Stargazing and yeah, it's okay. I'll just keep that at top three. It's very easy for me to pick out my favorite song from Good Kid, Mad City, but for number three,
I got my last two. Section 80 and
I think Section 80 is the weakest of Kendrick's albums.
Section 80 is Section 80 and what's it called? I'm trying to think of the album's name. Morgan Wallen's album from 2018. I can't remember the name of it, but people know what I'm talking about if they know who Morgan Wallen is.
Number three for me is going to be Graduation by Kanye West. It's just
another one. I don't tend to do this, but I have to go on mute real quick.
Okay, it's another one of those albums where I just can't bring myself to skip a song. I love Good Morning. I love Champion. I love Stronger, Flashing Lights, Good Life, Barry Bond. All those songs, beautiful songs. Okay, just beautiful songs. Beautiful. The chemistry between Kanye and his features are just fantastic. I love the album. I'm a massive fan of the album. And I honestly couldn't bring myself to forget it out of the top, at least the top three. Number four for me is going to be Thriller by Michael Jackson. It's just a classic album. Everyone should have this one. If you're a Michael Jackson fan, you don't have Thriller in your top five, you're not a Michael Jackson fan. I love it. Okay, it's great. A lot of great tracks on there. Honestly, you could pick any track from there as your favorite. I wouldn't get mad at you for any of them being your favorite. So number five, this is a tough one because I could put a Queen album. I'm a big Queen fan. That's a great band that I love a lot. But I'm thinking I maybe put another Travis Scott album, or I go with this one. It's a little bit of a hot take, I know, but DS2 by Future. It was between Rodeo and DS2 for me. I could have gone with another Kanye album. I could have gone with Late Registration's a bad one to go with.
Did we wrap up?
So it's between DS2 and Rodeo, but I'm gonna pick DS2 because I already have a Travis Scott album as number one. So for me, it's Astro World. What was the second one? Good Kid, Mad City, Graduation, Thriller, and DS2.
All right.
That's my top five favorite albums. Okay, let's move on to, what was it? Favorite artists. Favorite artist. What, you want to start off?
No, I'm not. I cannot do this one.
Oh, this one's easy. So
wait, no. Yes, I can do this one. This is one of the ones I can do.
It's basically just my Spotify Wrapped, honestly.
All right. Are you gonna talk?
Oh, yeah, okay. So number one is Travis Scott. I mean, that one's just goes without saying. I think number 2 is gonna be Kendrick for me. No, it's not Kendrick. I definitely. So the thing is, I have Good Kid, Mad City at number 2, but I don't think Kendrick is my second favorite artist. It's between Kanye and Future. And that's where it gets a little bit tricky with the artists. It's easy for me to pick my favorite albums, but not my favorite artists. So I'm just gonna quick fire them because Kanye and Future have to be in those top 3 for me. So it's like hard for me to place them. I'm gonna go Travis Scott, Kanye, Future, Michael Jackson, and see, Mesher doesn't count as I wouldn't count him as an artist. He's a producer. He makes music, but it's not like he's rapping in the music, or but Michael Jackson sings in his songs. So I really want to put I'm a really big fan of The Weeknd, but I can't put The Weeknd in my top 5. He maybe is top 10. He's maybe top 10 for me, but I'm just gonna put. Oh, I forgot about Kenny. So sorry. So we're gonna move this down. Kenny's number 3. Future's number 4. Kanye's number 2. Travis Scott number 1, and 5 is Michael Jackson. That's it for you.
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna put these in order again because it would take me too long to think about these in order. So I'm gonna start the same way I started the last time. Imagine Dragons will always be up there. Elvis, Frank Sinatra, Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna go top 6. Sorry, I know you're gonna hate me for that one. I'm gonna do Eminem and Metallica, probably.
The reason why I don't have Eminem in my top 5 is because I'm not a super Eminem fan where I'm getting into his catalog and his deeper catalog, really digging deep into Revival and those types of albums. I'm more of a casual Eminem fan. I like the really good classic Eminem songs that everyone knows him for. But it's I'm a diehard Kendrick fan. I'm a diehard Kanye fan. I'm a diehard Future fan.
So let me ask you this: who's the greatest rapper of all time, though?
Who's the greatest rapper of all time? I'm gonna say Eminem, obviously.
Okay, I'm just making sure we have the.
It's not my favorite.
No, I didn't expect you to say he's your favorite. I'm just making sure. I'm just seeing because some people say Wayne and some people say him. Some people say Z.
Wayne's good.
Some people say Nas.
Nas is more of I praise Nas for his lyricism a lot because I think he is one of the best lyricists we've ever had. Just really put lyrics together.
Let's go into Grammys.
Yeah. So let's look at those.
So I mean, what is rap album of the year? Hold up, this is gonna be a little bit farther down.
It's gonna be. It can't be GNX.
Nope, GNX is next year.
Not.
Oh wait, do we want to do our? I want to talk about this. I have rap albums up, but I want to do this. I think next year, you're not going to agree with me. I think GNX is good, but if I know the if I know the Grammys and everything else and the type of album they're going to give rap album of the year to.
Wait, hold on a second. So we're only going to do 4 categories because there's 94 categories.
Yeah, I know. Well, hold up.
We're going to do album of the year, best new art, not best.
So
best
because we're just going to finish off
song of the year
for next year. I don't think you're going to agree with me with this. I think the rap album of the year next year goes to Chromacopia.
I'm not going to disagree with you, but I'm not going to agree with you on that. I think it's a contender.
I think GNX is a hyped up Kendrick after a rap battle.
No. This is the best rapping performance that we've had from Kendrick Lamar.
But that doesn't.
It's really hard to say. It's
but
really
that doesn't.
Hard for me to
but
say
that doesn't mean.
It's better.
That doesn't mean anything. Rap performance can mean anything. They're
it's
hyped
rap
up
performance, production.
They're not going to give it to
features, they're all amazing.
They're not going to give it to a hyped up rap album that is a bunch of disses. is the thing.
It's not a bunch of disses.
And GNX is full of disses.
Let me whack that rails.
Drake.
It's not a diss though. It's a name drop.
Yes, and it's going to be taken to as a diss. And if I had to guarantee you, Lil Wayne is cooking something.
Euphoria, and Not Like Us got nominated.
Lil Wayne, yeah, they're going to get nominated, but they're not going to win, most likely. Not Like Us is the only one that has a chance to win there. And I don't know if it will or not. But what I'm thinking is, I think Lil Wayne will Lil Wayne will be in the booth and probably record something very soon. After,
I don't know.
After Whacked Out Murals, and I think
Whacked Out Murals is one of the strongest songs on the album. My favorite is going to be Heart Part 6 because it's a continuation.
Mine will always be Luther.
Song is Heart Part 5. Luther's definitely a good one. I really like the hook on that song. Nothing like it's hot. Like that one's really good. I love the hook on that song. But I do think Heart Part 6 is a little bit of a stronger song with the production and the actual like rapping performance from Kendrick.
All right, let's get to this year's. Let's name let's name them rap album of the year.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, we'll start rap album of the
Might
year.
Delete Later.
Nah, I don't think Might Delete Later is even a top 5 for me.
The Auditorium, don't know what that is.
performance.
The Auditorium Volume 1, don't know what that is. Alligator Bites Never Healed, don't know what that is.
How do you not know who Doechii is? He's one of the best new artists.
Because I don't pay attention to rap, you have to remember. I listen to the people I know. This is the only two.
We Don't Trust You.
This is the only two that they're going to debate on because for two different reasons. These are the only two contenders out of the 5 I see, which is Death of Slim Shady and We Don't Trust You. And if I had to take a guess, it will go to We Don't Trust You, but I could see it going to the Death of Slim Shady. I could see it.
Okay, I just want to.
I'm not saying it's going to, but I could see it.
Volume 1. Alligator Bites Never Heal. Might Delete Later. I don't even know why Might Delete Later even got nominated.
Because it's J. Cole and he's still one of the bigger rappers.
But Blue Lips by Schoolboy Q is actually a fire album. I mean, come on, that was so much more deserving than Might Delete Later.
Yeah,
Might Delete Later was one of the weakest rap performances we've ever had recorded.
Best melodic rap performance, no. Best R&B, no. Alright, I'm trying to skip up to the actual relevant albums. Producer of the year.
Best producer. So it's got to go to either Metro or Mustard. It's Metro or Mustard. No doubt.
I'm trying to look at who else.
For me personally, I'm gonna
Algorithm,
go Metro.
Bar Song, Die with a Smile.
I'm gonna go Metro on best producer.
I don't know though. I don't know. These are some bigger songs that I'm not necessarily like big on, but those are some bigger songs on number 2 on that list.
I'm gonna go Metro for best producer of the year because he dropped 2 albums, of course, which is crazy. He dropped 2 albums in 1 year, which was, of course, We Don't Trust You.
He's not nominated.
Is Mustard nominated?
Yes.
No way, bro. How can you nominate We Don't Trust You, but not nominate Metro? Like, who produced the album? Why? Like, you can't have a good
That doesn't
album
matter. It's going to be
great lyricism with shit production, and it still be nominated for the Grammys. There's never been an album like that. Not in history.
All right, we're about to get to the real
Astro World, Utopia, DS2. All those albums had great productions and great lyricism.
We're about to get to the big. We're about to start getting to the bigger albums. We're about to start getting to the bigger awards. We're now at Best New Artist and Song of the Year.
Doechii is going to Best New Artist, no doubt about it.
I'm sorry. First off, not nominated. Second off, it's going. Oh wait, no, he is nominated or she, whatever.
It's a she.
It's going to go to Sabrina. I'm going to guarantee it. It's going to Sabrina.
Of course, it's going to Sabrina. Okay, of course.
Even though is she technically new? Didn't she have an album last year?
Nah, I think she did.
And Song of the Year, a Bar Song, Birds of a Feather, Die with a Smile. That's what I would give it to. Fortnite, Good Luck Me. Not Like Us. Please, please, please. Texas Hold'em.
So best rap song of the year, I'm gonna give it to It's not Can't Be Night Like Us. I'm sorry.
Song of the year. No, song of the year is probably Die with a Smile. Die with a Smile is what I'm going to give it to. By? It's our Die with a Smile or Fortnite because she's Taylor Swift.
Like, the thing is, none of the songs they nominated are actually like the best songs of the year. They're just
Die with a Smile. I could argue Die with a Smile.
No. It's just the most popular song.
No, I could argue Die. All right. Let's start to wrap things up because we're getting close. So
okay, yeah.
We're not going to start a big argument. This is the only one I'll willingly argue on. Album of the year now.
Like album of the year. What's nominated?
New Blue Sun, Andre 3000, Cowboy Carter, Beyonce, Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter, Brat, Charlie Sex. Is that really the name? I don't know how to pronounce that. Hit Me Hard and Soft, Billie Eilish, Chappelle Roan, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, Chappelle Roan, The Torture Poets Department, Taylor Swift.
Honestly, I'm just going to go with Andre 3K because most of those people I didn't even know.
If I had to take a guess, knowing the Grammys, it's going to Taylor. Out of what's nominated, probably Sabrina.
It just upsets me because those albums,
rap albums will never make album of the year.
I know, I'm not even talking about rap albums. Like, you gotta consider other genres. All they consider is pop.
Because like, pop is the bigger one. Because pop albums are what is mostly considered album of the year, and what is pop is probably the biggest genre of our pop or rock.
What's they consider, but what's they consider is just what is the most popular albums of the year. Like, they're not actually considered what is the best albums of the year.
Well, best albums of the year is a matter of opinion.
I know, but like, I don't think almost anybody at the Grammy Academy was like, yeah, Might Delete Later is actually better than Blue Lips. Blue Lips is just not as popular as Might Delete Later because it's Schoolboy Q and he's more of like a.
It's because they go off of it.
Less more of a.
It's just like anything else. It's based off of It's based off of the artist. It's how big the artist is, and the only it's either Short and Sweet or Torture Poets Department.
It's just such a dumb way to act.
And then I guess I don't know why people consider this the biggest one because I would give that to Album of the Year. Record of the Year. Really? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't.
What does that actually mean?
Award to the artists and producers, record engineers, and mixers. If the other record, I think is. I don't know what record is. I think record might be song. I think record might be a different variant of Song of the Year.
Talking about like a single?
Actually, I think this. Yeah, probably. I think record.
Well, then it's got to be Euphoria or.
Well, all right. So no, Now and Then, the Beatles, which is one of their songs that they decided to release that was recorded and didn't release right as recorded and just released this year. Texas Hold'em, Beyonce, Espresso, Sabrina, 360.
Cannot be Sabrina Carpenter.
Birds of a Feather, Billie Eilish, Not Like Us. Good Luck, Babe, Chappelle Roan, and Fortnite, Taylor Swift. Most likely, Fortnite, Taylor Swift featuring.
Yeah, I really hope it's Not Like Us.
Honestly, I would be fine with Fortnite though, because then Post also gets an award.
Oh, I don't really like Post recently.
Then Posty gets an award. Yeah, you don't like Posty recently because he became a country artist.
Yeah.
All right.
Everyone knows that.
Let's wrap up. I'll do the outro.
Oh. We just do a quick one. What is one not rap, but like music hot take that you have?
I don't have one right now.
I have.
Not right now.
I think it's definitely a controversial one because people definitely would not like this take. Travis Scott and I haven't said Travis Scott. Well, it is kind of about Travis Scott, though. I think that Travis Scott is a top, 30 artist of all, not artist, but rapper of all time because of his influence, his influence on the newer generation of rappers coming in, people just his influence on music in general. Like he the way that he brought in auto-tune, no one has ever done anything like that since. Like it's a very influential the way he does production.
I would argue Lil Wayne started that style of auto-tune.
But it's not the same type of. It's more of like a crooning auto-tune. It's not as much of like. It's not the same as Lil Wayne's, and Travis Scott has a very deeper, distinctive voice.
All right, that's gonna be it. We'll get everything if we miss anything in the next episode. The guest forms reopen. Go get yourself in line for a possible guest spot. And that will be it for today's episode. See ya.